One option to prepare for your future career is to consider taking dual enrollment courses in your high school schedule. This video is part one of a series of three designed to help you understand what dual enrollment is and determine whether or not it's a good fit for your high school experience. Part two will review the process for spring 2024 dual enrollment advisement, and part three provides an overview on how to manage your dual enrollment class if you choose to enroll. In previous Pride lessons, we learned there are three options for preparing for your career after high school graduation. Dual enrollment can be used to help you gain experience, earn credentials and skills for the workforce and military, and help reduce the time and costs spent in college. This slide is an individual graduation plan, and it shows the courses and credits that you must earn in each of the four core content areas, along with health and personal fitness to have a degree from Jefferson High School. Students must earn a minimum of 28 credits, which include both content and elective classes. Now, students can earn 32 or more credits, which is a huge advantage because it allows space in your schedule to try a variety of classes. And also, it opens up space to try dual enrollment. Georgia's dual enrollment program allows eligible high school students to take college classes while working on their high school diploma. So, in essence, if you take a dual enrollment class, you're earning a high school graduation requirement or an elective that's going on your high school transcript, and you're also beginning your college transcript as well. And those earned college credits can go to help reduce the time spent if you choose to pursue an associate or undergraduate program after you graduate from high school. So in Georgia, students can have up to 30 semester college credit hours that are fully funded by the state. So that's free of charge for you. So one college class is usually considered 3 to 4 college semester hours, and that equals one high school credit. Students can choose to participate with a technical college or a more traditional college or university. And in some cases, students can do more than one college, even in the same semester. So if you look at this Venn diagram in the middle, both technical colleges and a traditional college and university offer some advantages. One is you can take classes that can go towards an associate degree. Those are usually going to be your core content classes, which again is in your four areas of science, social studies, math, and ELA. These colleges and technical colleges offer a student an advantage that after you graduate from your high school, you can either continue with them and to continue with your degree program, or you can choose to take those credits and transfer them to another college and university and finish out your degree elsewhere. So, technical colleges also focus on certificates and diplomas. So, for students that want to go into the workforce or maybe just spend 1 or 2 semesters in college earning the criteria that they need to be in a skilled, specialized area, they can focus on a certificate or diploma at the technical college. They can also partner with some high school pathways to get some credits earned once they graduate from high school as well. So, your colleges and universities are going to offer some core content and also some intro classes into particular majors. So, for example, you might be able to take an intro to education class or an intro to engineering at a college university class as well. So, are you eligible to participate? So, there's two main criteria that we want to look at. There's academic eligibility, and there's also a maturity eligibility. So, if we start with the academic criteria, unfortunately for ninth grade students, there is no Georgia funding that's available for dual enrollments classes. So, for 10th grade students, we really encourage them to look at CTAE courses. And if there isn't a pathway program or an opportunity that JHS offers, then you can choose to enroll in a CTAE course at the technical college. And we right now partner with Linear Tech. And if they don't have a program that you're interested in, we can look at Athens Tech to see if they have it. There are some exceptions if you want to take core content classes like your ELA, math, science, and social studies. So, as a 10th grader, you have to take the SAT and earn a score of 1200, or you can take the the ACT, and earn a composite score of 26 in a single national test administration, which means that you can't take the test multiple times and then add your highest scores in your areas. You have to do it in one test sitting. So if you can meet that criteria along with the other admissions criteria of the college, then you can have Georgia funding available for core content. But for most students who are in 11th and 12th grade, this is when you're going to begin looking at your core content areas with your academic advisor and taking classes that are approved for funding to help you get ahead with your post secondary pursuits. So, some benefits to taking dual enrollment courses: it's going to introduce you to college level rigor. It's also free tuition, which we also mentioned, but that is not the primary reason why we want students to become interested. It is a great benefit, but the main purpose is for you to develop yourself as a person and make sure that you can be successful in that rigorous class so it doesn't impact your high school or your college transcript. It does give you some more exposure to a variety of types of classes. It can help make you transition to college easier because you're already used to how to communicate with the instructor and how the courses are paced. And one advantage is that dual enrollment classes are weighted on your HOPE calculation report with a point 0.5 for every core content class that you take. So at Jefferson High School, it is not weighted like AP classes or honors classes, but you do get this little bump on your HOPE calculation report, which can help you with your HOPE or your Zell-Miller eligibility. So, is this a good option for you? This is an important thing for you to consider as you talk this over with your school counselor and your academic advisor and your family. So, we're looking for students that not don't necessarily have to have a perfect GPA, but you do have to demonstrate capacity to increase your current level of rigor to that of college content coursework, because when you get into that college class, you are not treated any differently than traditional college students who are a lot older than you and have already graduated from high school. Students that have demonstrated organization, time management, and motivation to complete that college level work. One advantage to taking AP classes or honors classes at the high school is that you have very caring teachers who are going to look out for your attendance and your grades and when you're slipping or where you need additional assistance. And they can also communicate with your parent if they're concerned about your grade. Dual enrollment classes do not work that way. As mentioned earlier, they treat you like true college students. So they will not communicate with you or your parent. They expect you to communicate with them and check your grades daily. Make sure you know when assignments are due and turning them in on time in order to get the best grade possible. So it's a little bit of a different setup. But students that are interested in pursuing CTAE classes, this is a great opportunity for you to get a leg up on completing certificates and diplomas so you have that specialized trade area and ready to go into that workforce upon graduation. They have some great salaries that can stem from these certificates that you can earn. So, again, here are some main bullet points about: are you mature enough to take on college content through dual enrollment? So, are you motivated? Is the timing right with your schedule? So, consider this: if you have a very busy athletic schedule and this is your season, or if you have a lot of club responsibilities or you're working a lot of hours, dual enrollment is going to require, just like every other rigorous class, extra time outside the class. Even though you don't meet every day, you are going to have to put in some extra effort. So make sure that you're balancing your class load with your obligations. We mentioned time and organization management. We want you to be excited about the content of the classes that you're taking to help keep you engaged. Communication is going to be key, and we'll talk about that some more in a quick second. But are you admissible? And we'll talk more about that in part two as well, in terms of the criteria to be accepted into the college partner. It's very important that you understand that when you take a dual enrollment class, it has repercussions, both good and bad, for your high school transcript and again for that college transcript, which never goes away. So it's very important that you learn to communicate with your instructor, that you pay attention to deadlines and respond to emails. Make sure you're checking your emails daily. You're going to communicate with your school counselor or myself as the dual enrollment coordinator if you have any questions or concerns about your class. Do not be afraid to ask questions. You're going to have to learn to advocate if you have questions or don't understand what's going on in your class. And again, pick classes that you're interested in and you know are going to help match with your goals after high school. So things that will you want to consider in case there's some failure concerns. These grades, again, are going to reflect on both your college and high school transcript, which can impact your college GPA. can also impact your ability to graduate on time, which is something that the administration must approve if you're taking classes the second semester of your senior year that are required for graduation, because we don't want any horrible surprises at the end of that semester. We want to make sure you understand that if you fail a class, you cannot retake it and have the state of Georgia pay for that funding. You will have to pay for that out of pocket. And even if you retake it and earn a better grade in that class, the original failing grade still remains on both sides of your transcript. So if you have questions, and I kind of hope that you do, there are several ways that you can reach out. I've included the caseloads for each of the school counselors, so you can reach out directly to them with questions through the email. And my name, again, is Holly McShane. I'm the Counseling Programs Coordinator along with Dual Enrollment and Academic and Career Advising. So you can certainly reach out and email me if you have any questions. Before you do that, however, I would like for you to watch part 2 and part 3 and make sure that we don't answer your basic questions through those videos as well. And in part 2, we'll talk about the deadlines and the application process if you are interested in having a dual enrollment class in your schedule for spring of 2024.